Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Geek Fruit with fellow and television geeks Tejas, Jishnu and Dinkar as they discuss the world of science fiction and nerd culture.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of TFG Football Podcast. My name is Nikhil and I'm covering for Siju because she is covering right now the badminton tournament that is happening right now between India and China. India is losing, but yeah, you can check that out as well. You know, most of the Indian players are playing over there. But this is football. I have Kevin with me. Today we don't have Chiranjit as well, so we can, actually talk about
anything except Mohun
Bagan and East Bengal. But no, you know what? East Bengal and Mohun Bagan cannot be left out because they have not submitted the bid.
Yeah.
After everything that they have done, they have not submitted the bid for ISL positions. If you look at the timeline of TFG Football Podcast itself, तुम देखोगे एक एपिसोड में they are submitting the bid, second episode they are not submitting the bid, third episode they are not submitting the bid. तो ऐसे करते करते we are reached to a point where the deadline has gone by. It is confirmed that Bengaluru FC and Tata Jamshedpur has submitted their bids. EB and MB have still left with no bids because the demands of franchisee fee नहीं भरना है. और क्या है, stadium, ATK issues. There are a lot of things that are bothering them. So yeah, we are still back to square one. I think they will be looking at June 7 meeting that's going to happen at Kuala Lumpur.
So interestingly, we do not have any confirmed reports that both these Kolkata clubs have submitted a bid. But again, it is not that they didn't want to submit. They are holding to their ransom. It's like the ransomware has hit Kolkata clubs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about these two clubs. And they are putting on their demands and they want the demands to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Only then they will want to play because their conditions are such that they want to be shown as they are the best in the country, even though they might or might not be.
Okay.
What do they have? East Bengal has not got a title this year. Mohun Bagan has not taken the I-League. Although Bengaluru was given them a chance to take the Federation Cup, but that also did not come to them.
Yeah.
So we are talking about old clubs over here who are just using their legacy statements to get all the things that they would want to go through.
And it's very difficult for every question. You can't say that we have a legacy of so many years.
Yeah.
I feel that if you have a legacy, show us. Like if there is an organization who is asking you for a franchise fee, pay it. Why not? Show us the stadium.
They are talking as if they've done so much that they deserve all this. Why not pay the entry fees? Why not pay the franchisee fees? You're not short of money. You've done enough. Over 100 years, you've not saved enough.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess if they would have saved so much money, they would have had a good stadium, a good fan engagement program. At
least we would expect a Mohun Bagan stadium or an East Bengal stadium. It's not there right now, and they're fighting for something that's not even there in their hands, and they're getting in this person, that person, this political party, that political party. Why get them along?
Yeah. Seriously.
You just have to follow what ISL is doing. ISL says, hunger strike. That's it. Do what you want. Hunger strike.
But at least, this Northeast clubs, they are not...
See, they are falling to the values.
Yeah.
I don't see any values being shown or portrayed by the Kolkata clubs. No, they're saying legacy. What legacy? If you've done so much for Indian football, follow in line. If you do not want to play
it's
ISL,
unnecessarily dragging
don't play ISL.
Yeah.
There is the I-League, that is the top division still.
Yeah.
Till the reports are not out yet, we will still believe I-League is the only a league that has been officially recognized by both FIFA and AFC.
Yeah.
Why not go ahead? Why are you fighting for something that's not even given a recognition? Why do you want people to believe that you're the best in the country by putting in a demand saying that we will do all the things, we'll see to it? This is not a threat. This is more of just showing off what you've done.
Yeah.
For me, if you check as all they've done is said we want to play in the I-League and
We want to play in the top division.
We want to play in the top division. That's
irrespective it is I-League or ISL.
No star, no asterisk over there. That's it. We want to play in the top division of the country. Mohan Bagan, East Bengal.
But in fact, it is reported that yesterday the owner of ISL FC met Vijay Goyal, and he stated that if ISL is going to be the top division of the country, we would like to play there because there is no place for from Northeast to bid. Okay, so I think he raised these questions. But these questions are very, logical. They are proper. With respect to Kolkata clubs, I think it's just dragging and dragging. We are not coming to a conclusion. I think on 7 June, they will call all the stakeholders of Indian football, lock the room and sort it out, man. This is like getting too much, over the head. I personally is completely bored of it. Because, seriously, I'll tell you what, my sound engineer is laughing at me. But seriously, it's been so many years, so many months of discussion, and you're still coming back to square one.
And the demands are also absurd. There's nothing that is going to help the club in any way.
Yeah.
So what if you don't pay the 15 crore money? What are you going to do with that? Suppose you have the money. We know you have the money. If you don't pay, what are you going to do with that? Where is it? Is it going
Which
into football?
Which you did not did for last 100 years.
What, are you going to get more expensive players? Buy an entire Azure team? What are you going to do?
That East Bengal is already doing. No, but, going ahead, yesterday we saw, a post by FPI stating that no player should sign to any club till the issue is completely resolved, and which is a very good thing because, players might end up in such a kind of a situation where they don't know. They will sign a contract and they'll fall into the soup.
This contract thing can be really, it can hit you back in many ways. You sign up for something which you're not sure how it's going to, which line it's heading to. Say you sign for an ISL club, which might play a 2-month tournament. But you were expecting a 5-month, contract to be paid, and your development also stays. In 2 months, you cannot do that as much as you can do in 5 months or 6 months, like an I-League. So it's very important for a player to understand what the roadmap is.
Yeah.
Because in India, we do not have player agents as much as we see abroad.
Yeah.
There's no proper guidance given to them. So FPI is a body of players for the players.
Yeah.
It really guides you. It really tells you that this is the right way. And we saw the draft system being, just put down to to the trash by FPI, saying we don't want to.
But then AIFF comes up and say that we don't recognize FPI.
Yeah, that is another joke. AIFF.
Seriously, at this point in time, what I feel is Indian football is at a standstill. There is absolutely, there is no roadmap till this gets, sorted out. And, we spoke about ISL and I-League running parallel, and AIFF promising that I-League will be given equal importance, even if it is not the top division of the country. Going ahead, if they decide to make ISL as the top division, they will give equal importance to I-League and they will show all the matches. But at this point in time, what do we know about I-League clubs? There is absolutely no news. There is absolutely no priority given. What do we know about Mumbai FC? Are they going to continue? Are they going to shut down? And this, this kind of treatment will continue when these two leagues will play in parallel.
Yeah. For us, even if you understand as fans, it's all confusion that we see. There's no, we do not know when is the next tournament going to start. We don't even know what tournament is going to be. Is it going to be the I-League? Is it going to be the merged league? Or is it going to be the ISL? What is this ISL? Is this going to be the top league? And what new teams are coming? What about the teams that finished top? Look at Shillong. They finished one of the best in their career, as in their season in the top flight. What do they get? Neroka. They finished division champions of the second division of I-League. Where are they going to be?
Yeah.
These are the questions that should be taken while discussing on the June 7th meeting. Because it's not about just the top clubs. It's about all. Even if the bottommost club, it's about Minerva, it's about Chennai City FC. Every club that even wants to come into the I-League via any route. Because AIF have opened a corporate entry route just to allow new teams to come in with a chance, with a plan to take football forward. I hope these all things are covered. It's not just two teams that are fighting for, for them to be reinstated in the top league. without being paying anything.
Okay. I'm just looking at the reports, and actually, it is some reports are saying that Techno, who was supposed to bid from Siliguri or Kolkata, have submitted their bid. It's very unconfirmed. Don't know what's happening over there, but some reports are saying that they have submitted the bid. Also, the news on Tata Jamshedpur is reportedly they have submitted the bid. So another, a confusion state that whether they have submitted or not submitted, it's still not confirmed. So we'll have to wait and see, what's going to happen with Indian football. It's till 7 June, I feel, a lot of things will be under dark, and the confusion will still keep on rolling on Indian football. Moving ahead, now Chiranjit is in ISL, and he met with a very prominent person. Is a reporter for a newspaper called as Bhanglini, and his name is John Zohthansanga. So pardon me if I have not pronounced that correctly, but we'll go with John. So John has been connected with Mizoram football for quite some time. He knows what has been gone through this phase. We have always looked at Northeast as a major hub of prominent footballers coming to Indian fray. So Chiranjit was in a conversation with him where they talk about a lot of grassroots in Mizoram, a lot of things that are happening around Mizoram football. So let's jump onto it.
Hey guys, this is TFG Football Podcast on the road, and I'm back in Aizawl, and we are talking to my dear friend and somebody who has been a part of the Mizoram football scene for a very long time, who has observed it up close for years and seen it evolve. He's a prominent sports journalist, works in the newspaper Wanglaini. This is John Zohthansanga, and he's with us today. Thanks for joining us, John.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this time.
So you have been following Mizoram football since you were a kid, right? And you were also a player at when you were growing up in schools.
Yeah.
So back then, how was the scene like? As a young player, was there enough academies to go around opportunity?
No. Mizoram football during that time is still in a very crucial stage. I mean, even at the highest league, the MFA league was still in a clay or mud field. Yeah. So, I mean, the situation is still very, very bad. Yeah. I used to play in the high school level and the third division, which describes that I'm not that good. So, I mean, during that time, it was Esma Somtuanga who became the first professional footballer from Mizoram. Yeah. And with that, and let's say 80% of the Mizo kids during those days, they all got the inspiration from him. So every one of us, we want to become a footballer. That is every Mizo kid's dream. So we can say that the footballing revolution even today we see in Mizoram is also because of Esma Somtuanga. If it is not for him, I mean, during those times, the local football is good, but there is no infrastructure and not even a single Mizo boy you can think about beyond the state. All we think about is about our locality team, and we all think it will be good enough if we play for a government sponsored club in here. So that is all the thing we can think about only. But Esma Somtuanga, he came from nowhere into East Bengal, and that is when the inspiration comes from all the Mizo kids, and that is when the revolution started. Let's say the revolution, footballing revolution.
So he was the one man whose achievement became inspiration for everybody. But still, the problem was that everybody was playing on mud pitches, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, when you play in mud pitches and then you go to grass, it just becomes everything different. Yeah. So when did you see things starting to change? What was the push?
Things started to change back in 2012 when the Mizoram Football Association started the Mizoram Premier League. We have lots of Mizo talented kids. That's what we have seen from not only Esma Somtuanga, Zerizir Sanga, Valarova, Malsoma. Lots of Mizo teenagers are following to the footsteps of Esma Somtuanga. But then, as I said, there is no proper infrastructure. There is no proper guidance. So, I mean, there is no place to show your talent. So the Mizoram Premier League came, and it was started by the MFA and the Zonet Cable TV, and they signed an agreement of a 5-year deal, which is around 1.25 crore. And after the MPL was introduced, suddenly the things are going improve step by step.
Okay.
So, in its first inception, MPL it has 8 teams, which is still now, and so a lot of Mizo kids now have their chance to play in the highest league in the stage. So that's make things easier. So with through that MPL, people started to get the knowledge of the Indian football, and like the Kolkata clubs, the Goan clubs, so things get easier with the MPL.
Okay, but obviously the grassroots development would have also started around the same time, right? Academies and football schools and scouting efforts being set up. So was that a concurrent push, or like happened naturally as MPL came in?
Yeah, it happened because MFA, when it planned this Mizoram Premier League, it's carefully planned how the league should push it. So they also planned that under 18 league for the MPL. So every MPL teams need to have the under 18 teams. So that automatically helps in the grassroots levels also. Yeah. So that also puts even another locality clubs in different parts of Mizoram, let's say. So everyone want to produce a kid who could play for the Mizoram Premier League club. So it's naturally come, we can say.
Yeah. So MPL just came and captured that passion that was already there about football, right? So what was the first pitch, artificial turf, was set up in Lamual, right, a few years back, and then Rajiv Gandhi Stadium came up. Yeah. Now more artificial turfs are coming up. So this kind of infrastructure development, is this a result of the whole craze being visible, or was this a part of the plan to sort of push this forward all the time?
Yeah, you know what? Back in 2008 or 2009, I'm not sure now. I have to take it back. Mizoram won the national under-16 football championship. Okay. So there's a lot of craze in the stage that we need a good artificial or whatever infrastructure or whatever, and if we get that, we can produce lots of Mizo professionals. So that's come into every Mizo, in every Mizo who loves football, into the mind of every Mizo who loves football. So and when the infrastructure came, I think we can say it is also from the craze of football, and it is also from the push of the MFA. And I think we also need to praise the Mizoram government for doing so much wonders in this footballing level. I mean, for lots of years we are waiting for these artificial turfs and all. So we can say all these inspirations I can't express in one word. I mean, it suddenly became all this.
So it was like a footballing explosion all over the state. Yeah. So we had MPL started and it had its own fan base and everything. And around the same time, I think it was when ISL FC and Chanmari FC were starting to think about playing in the second division league. So what did you see that transition up close? Like playing in MPL is one thing, and then trying at the national level, it's a big jump. So what did you? Are you familiar with the thought process that went in? What gave them the idea that okay, now is the time, we can do it now?
Okay, Mr. Tete Abad, he's the secretary of Mizoram Football Association. Yeah. What he used to say is that there's a lot of talent pools in Mizoram, but we don't have a proper place to show our talent. So we need some proper league, some good infrastructure and all these things. And if we make out with this, we'll have lots of Mizo professional players coming out, and we will have lots of Mizo players playing for the national team. So that is his idea. So when this MPL came out, every Mizo players, when they have a proper training, proper diet, everything. Let's say, I mean, when they got a salary for football from football, when they get that, they can play now. They now can play full time in football. Yeah. So there is no other thing there is no other thing to think about. So they can fully concentrate on the football. So that helps them push themselves into the next level. And so every players want to become a professional football players, and everyone they want to improve in every year, let's say, and we can see improvement in every year in MPL. So let's say MPL is the main push to that national football team.
So how does this help? Like, let's say Aizawl FC and Chanmari FC are the teams who play in the national stage. Chanmari FC is in the second division. So obviously Chanmari FC, I think you told me, has the highest budget in MPL.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how do they operate when they're picking a team for the second division? They just pick the best players from other teams as well in Mizoram Premier League.
Yes. The coaching staff they're just picking the best players they got from the MPL. Yeah. Not only from the MPL, they also got a scout into different places of Mizoram. So from that they got the best got so I mean, let's say most 90% of the scouts are made up from the MPL.
Okay, so they just so is the season supposed to be like that? Like MPL starts in September,
it
ends in December, and then usually you see the second division starting in January or something like that. So it's designed to provide a platform for Aizawl FC or Chanmari FC or whatever club that wants to go to the national stage. They get that chance to just take a look at the league. Okay, these are the best players. And make them an offer, and those clubs are not functioning in January, so those players are free to go to the other club. Does it work that way? Like, is it purposeful?
Yeah, I mean, the main plan to play in the September to December is because it was like a much festive season now here in Mizoram, so you can pull the crowd up for the matches and all. And yes, beside that, as you have said, it is about giving the club a chance, the players a chance to play in another national club in the beginning of the year. So when we play the MPL between September to December, players will have a chance to play in other stage during January to August. So during that time, even this Chanmari, Aizawl FC and BVT, they used to loan out their players in different parts of India. Not only in the I-League, but also in some place of like Chennai, Guwahati, or some place.
Yeah, even CFL got CFL teams were picking up players from MPL. A couple of years back. So this is also a main the MPL season is sort of coordinated with what the national season looks like, right? January. So that is going to change, right? We will have I-League, ISL all running from November, and MPL will be still going on. So how do you think they will manage that? Aizawl FC will have to play their matches there as well, and how will they play here? They'll have to
I believe that will not be a problem, because even Shillong Lajong, let's take them for an example. They used to play. I think they first promoted in the I-League back in 2007. And during the time also they used to play in the Shillong Super League. They used to call Super League during that time.
Now it's Premier League. Everybody has Premier League now.
It was Shillong Super League during that time, and they played the league at the very same time. But the Shillong Super League is mainly played by the reserve team. So the main squad play for the I-League. So if Shillong Lajong can do it, why not Aizawl FC?
So all these teams will have to, like Chanmari is in second division. I think they will continue. I-League will be there for Aizawl FC. So they will have to make a much bigger squad now. Right. So double the players and everything. Huge reserve may actually help them. If somebody from the reserves really does well, they will get more squad depth. Right. So all that seems to work out fine. But what do you think of this deal Chanmari FC just did with Pune City? Right.
Actually, the deal is about Chanmari being the feeder for Pune City FC. So as I said before, there is a lot of talent in Mizoram. So Pune City know that. So they signed that MOU with the Chanmari FC. So it will be like Chanmari FC will provide them the players. I mean, whatever Mizo players they need, Pune City they can pick from the Chanmari squad, and let's say that will be in a loan system. So in return, Chanmari will get financial boost. So both helps the clubs.
So financial boost is, I think, needed. They were having some troubles, right? So this will help them out in MPL and second division. But at the end of the day, it looks like ISL will become the top division at some point. If not this year, then in 2020 they will be. And at a time when ISL FC are the national champions, and Mizoram just won the Santosh Trophy a couple of years back, and Subroto Cup is dominated by Mizo schools. National team, so many Mizo players. And as ISL just makes a bid, and there is no ISL mentioned. So what is happening with that? What do you think is the I don't know if I should say that Northeast India is just ignored in that process. Is this happening? How does this just a gut reaction? How does it make you feel?
Oh, actually, I'm not sure about us being ignored or not. But let's say, even if they try, it is not possible to ignore a talent pool. So they will not be able to do it. let them do whatever they want, but let's say maybe we'll not be able to have a club in the ISL. Maybe we don't have that financial strength to have that club in the ISL, but we have a talent. Talent is the most important things in football. So what? Let them try to ignore us, but they will not.
As well as they are champions of India.
They are the champions of India.
Nobody can say anything about that. So, what are you hearing from the club? They are preparing for ACL, and because they will have to really increase budget if they are going to take on Asian level.
Yes, what I've heard from them is they currently build a squad now, and they are also in the process of trying to meet the criteria of the AFC.
A license, club license.
The club licensing criteria and all. And so they work on that, and they even work on the squad also. And I talked with the technical director of the club, and he told me they currently work on the squad, and they will work on this MPL squad, and after that they will, and from that they will build a stronger squad again, and so it will move on.
Okay, so there, the Rajiv Gandhi Stadium is being renovated for that?
Rajiv Gandhi Stadium is being renovated, and the government is very helpful in this, and they said what I've heard from the government is they will try their level best to meet this criteria.
So finally, like a team from Mizoram is not going to play in Asia. It's a big moment. So how does it, like, you've been watching this very closely, and just within like 5-6 years you have a team which was 8-9 years ago it was just playing at a national level, is now playing at a local level. Now it's playing at Asian level. Did you expect this?
No. I mean, imagine it's very hard to expect this. As much, even though MPL is doing good, and even though there is a lots of talent, as I said before, in Mizoram, I mean, it is very hard to imagine the Asian level competition to be played in Mizoram, or the Mizo club going to play this level. I mean, even I-League, when ISL FC were promoted for the I-League, when they became the second division league champion, even that is a dream now. And they are the champions of the I-Leagues. It's a dream again. So everything is a dream for Mizo football lovers now.
So it just seems to be one walk in a dream path. How is it going to be like? Because even maybe we have never made it into the ACL group stage, right? And ISL FC will probably play in the playoffs. So if they win that match, they go straight into the group stage. So they will become the first Indian club to be there. So again, another dream is awaiting. There is a chance. So I mean, how is the club approaching this? Do you see some of the players who helped ISL win the league? Will they be there? How does it look like? The coach as well.
The coach I talked with him, and he said to me that he will stay with the I-League champions. Whatever the offer he has, he said, I'll stay for another season.
Okay.
So that is.
So East Bengal can suck it.
Yeah, that is what's from Khalid Jamil. I still can remember the day when he told me that it was in Lambol.
Okay.
It was a celebration of I-League champions.
Yeah.
I will stay to him, and I asked him, "Will you stay with us?" And he said, "Yes, of course, I'll stay with this club." And I asked him, "Even we play in the League One?" And he said, "Of course, I'll stay." So that is the word for me. So I believe in him.
So one thing, Asia is there.
Yeah.
Aizawl FC, that will be the next big thing for Aizawl FC, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know whether they will be in the top division till now. Obviously, AFF has said I-League will be the top division and Aizawl FC will be there.
Yeah.
But there is still that little chance that ISL may be made the top division. And then Mr. Robert Rohete was saying we will do hunger strikes and movement. Do you think that's realistic? That will happen if that happens?
Which part? The hunger strike,
Yeah.
I don't think that, to be frank enough, that approach is not good. Hunger strikes in football. Imagine, I think.
Well, if you are hungry, you can't play football much.
Yeah, that's the point. Hunger strike, that will not work.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that will work is we are the champions of the I-League, so no need for hunger strike.
Go straight to FIFA.
Yeah,
right.
Go straight to FIFA.
Obviously, they will go to Kuala Lumpur where there will be FIFA representatives.
Yeah.
So there is a direct channel to make themselves heard, right? So that hopefully that works out. So is there? We have always seen this entire thing being one big process. From that little tournament at the grassroots level all the way to Aizawl FC, which is a direct. It's a direct channel for talented Mizo players to play in Asia now.
Yeah.
Right? It's this one major train of bringing up talent. So what is the next phase for it? Like, how do you think it can become even better? What needs to be done right now?
Aizawl FC.
Entire Mizoram football. I mean, I'm looking at Aizawl FC as a result of everything that everybody has done.
Okay.
Right.
So with the Aizawl FC success, most of the clubs in the MPL will get inspiration from it.
Yeah.
Now, every Mizo clubs will want to do something for this stage.
Yeah.
And every players in the MPL will now think about beyond this MPL.
Yeah.
They all will dream of playing in the I-League, or let's say even in the Champions League, in the Asian Champions League. So that will help a lot. This helps a lot, and I mean there will be more push. And with this recent Aizawl FC achievement, more corporate will come in. Let's hope so. So there will be more financial for Mizo clubs also. So that will also make the MPL more competitive, and the league will grow. So let's see what happens. We will wait for it.
Yeah, obviously, next few years will be very exciting because you also have Hoffenheim who are taking in players, and some players in Germany, Mizo players who are training in Germany.
Yeah.
So now does it say something that there are clubs from Europe which are investing so heavily in Mizoram football, but you have major tournaments which don't even look at Mizoram right now, like ISL. Yeah. Is it? What does it say, for their approach? Like,
I don't have much idea on it.
Okay, leave that. It was a very big question. So the Mizoram Premier League will start in September again, right? And it's gonna have a few new teams, right?
Yeah.
New
team. I mean, there is no new team yet. There will be a playoff.
Okay, so from that from the second division, there is a playoff at the start of the season.
Yeah, not second division. We can say it was the first division. So
First division to Premier Division.
Yeah, that it was similar to that English football.
Yeah.
So there will be a playoff from every district FA champions. In every district in Mizoram, they are having first division league. So the champions from the district FA will play for the playoff, and the winners will play with
the relegated teams.
Yeah, the relegated teams are from the MPL, and whoever wins get directly to it.
So promotion relegation is
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So that
Except
is
in the ISL.
except in the ISL. Yeah, obviously, hopefully that will happen soon. So thank you for speaking to us for this long chat and giving us some really good information about how the Mizoram football revolution is going on and what we might expect from it in the next few years. Just taking Indian football to a new height, and I'm pretty sure Mizoram is going to be right at the front of it. So thanks for
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that was a deep discussion on how football grows in Mizoram, and all the other states in India other than northeast states should take some learnings from all this is happening in whatever is happening in Mizoram right now. So on that note, we'll wrap this show. Hopefully we'll get clarity during the weekend or by 7 June where Indian football stands. Khatam karo yaar. Let's come to a decision. Legacy to legacy, paisa to paisa. Just end it. Let's start a new season of football. We are waiting for it. And you can read all the articles related to Indian football on our website, thefangarage.com. You can connect us via Twitter, TFG Football, and on Facebook as The Fan Garage. You can listen to our podcast on IndusVox Media, SoundCloud, iTunes, Audio Boom, and definitely on YouTube. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Went out, guys. I know you are still frustrated with whatever is happening with Indian football. Take care. Bye-bye.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी,
बोलिए मैडम।
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, थिंग्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर जकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है। आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम। आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप, सब आपकी उंगलियों पे।